What's up, guys? It's Toast again from Fishyaker. It's the morning of September 22nd, 2019. I'm on my way to meet my buddy Nick to fish Lake Chillisquaque at the Montour Preserve. For those that aren't familiar with this location, it's in Montour County. Originally was managed by PP&L Corporation, and after Talon Energy took over management of a bunch of the power plants, because right there in Washingtonville, PA, it's right next to Danville. Talon Energy is kind of discussing whether they want to continue to manage it or what they want to do with the property. It's a really nice park, and there has been some discussion as to whether they want to essentially close the park. It's a beautiful lake. They even have a fossil pit on the property. Gorgeous place to take your family for a day trip. But again, they're trying to decide what they want to do and what will be the future of that park, which includes the lake. So Nick and I are going to go over there. Some really nice bass there. It's a pretty tough place to fish, not a ton of structure. There's an area with a lot of structure with submerged trees and so forth on the far side, which is actually closed to public fishing because they also have some migratory routes and a wildlife area there. But it's a pretty tough place to fish. We're going to experiment around, fish some pretty deep water, and see if we can pull any big bass out there. Also some crappie and walleye in there. So who knows what kind of day we're going to have. It's been getting colder at night, so we might even be getting on a morning topwater bite. It might be a pretty good day. So hang tight and let's see if we can catch anything or if we get skunked or just do anything embarrassing. Alright guys, here it comes. Nick and I are off the water. It was a really tough bite today. Pretty much a bluebird sky. By 9:30, it was getting pretty hot. It's really getting up there today. Right now it's 80 degrees, supposed to get up to 85 today. Like I said, barely a cloud in the sky. It's cranking. The heat's cranking. The fish also are kind of in a transition right now between a summer pattern and a fall pattern. The water temperature is cooling down. You could see the fish moving around. We saw a lot on the fish finder, but there weren't many fish being caught. I did catch a nice bass. He caught a nice catfish. Then we started playing around in some unique structure, and he caught a little small bass, but not a whole lot of activity. And ironically, the fish we were catching were all on moving baits, including his catfish. We threw everything from spinner baits, crank baits, jigs, you name it, grubs, all sorts of stuff, wacky worms, and oddly, all they wanted to hit on were crankbaits and spinnerbaits. But that's actually a pretty good sign. They're active. But most of the fish we were catching were on the edges of deeper water and around structure, in kind of thermoclines. But again, it's kind of a weird time right now. It's kind of hit or miss this time of year when they're transitioning from that summer pattern into a fall pattern. But we didn't get skunked, and it was a beautiful day on the water, but it's gotten hot, so we decided to roll out. It wasn't productive enough for us to hang out and to get burnt to a crisp. So anyway, guys, if you haven't yet, be sure to click and subscribe to the Fishyaker YouTube channel. We'll keep more of these fishing reports and videos and on-the-water footage, reviews, you name it, all that stuff coming to you. And if you're subscribed, you'll be one of the first people to get notified about it. And if you have any comments, post them down below. And be sure also to give us that thumbs up. And thanks, Nick. That was a lot of fun. And here's to a nice weekend, beautiful weather, and now we're getting to fall. Next weekend, Lila, the Susky Shark, and I will be going back home to Virginia at the TKA Kayak Fishing Charity Tournament. We've been in that. I think we missed it twice. I think one year we had a really bad storm, and the other year I had to work. So, oh well. So, we're going to be back. She's actually entering the adult women's division, so wish her luck at that. We'll be in the saltwater divisions too. Hopefully we'll get on some fish, and if we do, you'll obviously see it here first. Alright guys, catch you on the water.
Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.